I want to talk about the Zendure A8 power pack, battery pack, charge pack, whatever you want to call it. Nuclear power plant in your pocket, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to talk about why I really, really like this one. Now, it sounds a little silly that I would get very excited about a battery pack, but let me go through the progression of how I got here and why I like this one. So let's start off with one of the first ones that I went with. So this is from Aukey, and this is 6,000 milliamps. And again, basically, it's not 100% accurate, but you can basically just take, look on your phone. My phone in this case is 3,000 milliamps. This is 6,000. That means I'm going to get to charge this twice before I have to charge this. I like that it was very small, very portable. Plug it in. No on-off switch. I don't like to mess with an on-off switch if I don't have to. I just plug it in and I go, and everything is fine and dandy. It does have as I said, it does have a QC 2.0, Quick Charge 2.0, and that's good because my phone supports that. So this is the one that I went with. Next one that I went with, and this is also from Aukey, by the way. And the next one I went with, now we've got we have 10,000 milliamps. So now we're going to get substantially more charges from this. I do have an on-off switch, and I do have some kind of an indicator. It's going to give me some idea, but again, so you're taking 100 divided by 4, so I sort of still have to kind of guess. This one was, obviously this is bigger, but this actually wasn't too terribly obnoxious to carry. And this does also have a QC 2.0, so I've been very happy with this as well. So, but I wanted more power. So now let's go to the next Aukey, and this one is 16,000 milliamps, and now we also can charge two devices at once. One is a normal, 1 amp, 2 amp port. The other one is a quick charge port. Came with a little light. It is a little bit big in physical size. It's a little heavier than the other one. However, I was fairly happy with this. It even comes a little light. I'm going to get the light on. I have to fool around with this switch a lot. When I plug a phone in, it doesn't just start. So sometimes I plug it in and then I realize I didn't push the button, and the button doesn't stay lit all the time. So what happens is now, is this on or is this off? So I have to keep looking at my phone, pushing the button again. Just okay, yeah, it is still on. So I've had some issues with this, but all in all, again, I do like Aukey stuff. I think it lasts a long time. It's I've dropped it. There's no issues with that. Now we have the Zendure A8. So now let's talk about why this is now my daily one that I take with me. Now it is heavy. It's like 487 grams, which is like a pound, and this is about a pound too. This one feels a little heavier. I'm not being very scientific here. This one feels a little heavier, but it's not that bad. But it's a smaller form factor, so the fact that it's a little heavier doesn't seem to bother me that much. We have a Qualcomm, a QC 3.0 charger, which intrigued me because I'm planning on getting a new phone, and my new phone is probably going to have QC 3.0. So I said, okay, fine. Now you can use this with 2.0 and 1.0. So if you have any kind of a quick charging phone, you're all set with that. The next thing that intrigued me is that we have 4 ports instead of just 1 or 2. So I could actually charge 4 devices at once. It is auto on, meaning if I plug a phone or a tablet or something in this, the indicator comes up automatically, or I can turn it on manually by pushing this button. The next thing obviously you see is that the indicator will tell you the percentage. Now it goes off because I don't have anything plugged into it. When I am charging something, the indicator is on all the time. Now some people found that was a problem. I actually like that. It doesn't use up that much of the juice, and I have a running tally as to what's going on. So I have 4 ports. I can now see what's going on. I have a quick charge 3.0, and now here's the next part. This is one of the things that made me so excited by this, which it has a pass-through power, which means that while I'm charging this, it will still continue to charge the other devices that I have. So now this gets very interesting. Obviously, with the term TheHiTechNomad, I travel a lot, and when I normally take, you've seen in my other video, I have this long multiple USB port where I can stack my tablets and so on and so forth. And it's just got all these wires on it, and it's big, and the power supply that charges it is a huge brick. The power supply is at least as big as this, plus I have an AC cord and so on and so forth. Now, I can live with this. I can live with charging just 4 devices at a time and be charging this at the same time. And in fact, what I've already ordered for this is they have their own that comes with it, but you can use any one that you want. And they say you can use a QC 2.0 or 3.0 wall adapter. So what I've done is ordered a wall adapter with 2 QC 3.0s. And so what that means is that when I plug it in here, this is going to get full juice. Everybody's going to be fine and dandy. I'll be charging these 4, and then I'll have one more on the wall adapter itself, because when I'm traveling, my wife also has a quick charge phone. It's one of the things I don't like about a lot of these ones. They give you one quick charge one quick charge slot, and then the rest are 1 amp, 2 amps. I would like them all to be quick charge, but I understand what the issue is with that. So that's why I'm saying I'll get away with that. So I can plug my phone in here, I can plug her phone into the wall adapter, I can charge 3 other devices at the same time, and bring this power pack up to 100%, which does take about 8 to 10 hours, by the way. I have not tried that with a QC 2.0 or 3.0 adapter, so I'm assuming that it might take 5 or 6 once I get that adapter. But again, 5 or 6 hours is fine, because usually I charge things overnight. So if I can plug this in, charge this, charge up my other devices, and then the next morning when I'm getting ready to go out, I can take this with me, knowing that I have, and which I haven't mentioned, I have a whopping 26,800 milliamps, which, by the way, is the largest that you can legally take on a plane. Now, you should check and make sure that other countries have not lowered that, but this is the largest battery pack that you can legally take on a plane at this point. And like I said, it also will maintain 95% of its power up to 6 months. So that means you can charge this, throw it in a toolbox, throw it in the glove compartment, and 6 months later, you'll still have 95% of the power that's in here. I don't think you'll go that long without using this thing, to be honest with you. But as I said, this brings up a couple of very interesting things. The fact that I can now charge 4, so now I don't have to carry a 4 adapter piece. I'm going to just bring this and a wall adapter. That's all I'm going to need. I've ordered a couple of plugs. I'm going to actually be reviewing them. There's some new plugs out. Well, they've been out for a while. They're new for me. There's some plugs that have been out that are both lightning connectors as well as micro USB. You can look for that review coming up soon. So I've got 4 of those so that I can plug in 4 iPads or 4 Android phones, or a mixture of the 3, whatever I need to plug in. I've got little short ones so they don't have to go that far, so they'll be bum, 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 bum. I'll have this, I'll plug from here into the wall, and as I said, I got one that's got 2 there, so one will be charging, and I'll still have 1 left in the wall. So that basically means I'll be able to charge 5 devices at once, and that is about enough for me, because I do have my phones, I have my tablet, I have my camera, I have my camcorder. Almost everything obviously uses USB to charge up. Now, the last thing I want to really talk about with this is pricing. Take your time and look around on the internet. I've seen this thing as high as $135, $145, and I've seen it as low as $60. And I know it's as low as $60 because that's what I paid for it. So you just need to take a look and see whether it's on eBay. The website I got it from was also offering like a 10% off for the first order. So I was like, okay, fine. So it was already a low price. Then I got another 10% off of that, yada, yada, yada. So, for 50, 60 bucks to have something that, again, it's like, hey, you're not going to get anything larger than this. This is the largest legal one that you can take with you. It's going to take care of your stuff today and tomorrow because it has a 3.0 port on it. You can use as a charge through. You can see exactly how much juice is left, and it's extremely sturdy. Please don't do it, but they have a video where they actually drove over it with a car. I guess that's their big thing. But anyway, the idea is that you can drop it. If you drop it or what have you, it's not like, oh my goodness, it's very fragile, it's gonna break. And one of the survivalist channels showed they did the teardown, and the batteries that are in there are really high grade lithium-ion batteries. And in that particular video, which I'll try and leave a link to, they were talking about how, for survivalists, if you needed to have a good battery pack and then know that if you had to take this thing apart, you had some really good lithium-ion batteries in there that you could use for something else. A lot of times they put little tiny ones, but these were nice, big, hefty ones that they were using. So I'm 2 thumbs up for the Zendure A8. They have some other smaller ones. The difference in pricing is not that much. I know this looks a little large. If you want something small, go with something small. Like I said, I'll still just throw this in my pocket, and this will be like my little quick emergency one. Because this is in my suit pocket, I don't even feel this. So this is my suit pocket, and I know I can get 1 or 2 quick charges. But definitely when I am going camping or I'm doing any kind of traveling from now on, this is the one I have. This is the one that's going to live in my computer bag. I have a little section for a battery pack in the computer bag, so that's just going to fit right in there. And I know that if I don't, as I said, it will maintain 95% of its power for 6 months. So I know that I will always have it. So this has been my review of the Zendure A8. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to see if I can get up to 2,000 subscribers by the end of next month. And in return, I will do a lot more reviews on products. And please leave your comments down below if you have any comments about this or suggestions for other products that I should review or subjects. This is the High Tech Nomad signing out.